Hey everybody, how are we doing? It is Tuesday, November 15th, 2022. Big day in the stock markets. Earnings was nice, a nice earnings beat for Walmart. And we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about some predictions. Now, there's a lot of positivity going around and hope that inflation has peaked and that inflation is going to start coming down. Well, it's got to come down a lot to rescue most of the households in the U.S. With so many people, on the verge of insolvency. And if something big isn't done, we're just a short time away, in my opinion, from really starting to see a tsunami in bankruptcies. Now we know that there's many things they can do to paper over this, to gloss over this. For example, here in California, we're getting inflation checks. We're getting basically stimulus checks, kind of like the ones that came out to everyone or most people in 2020 and 2021. We're getting them here in California because of the higher costs here in California. So that's one thing they can do to kind of stave off this default tsunami in the consumers, to try to help consumers, kick the can down the road a little bit further. But let's take a look here at what's happening. Markets in the green today, all major indexes in the green, by the way. One of the big bright spots they're talking about here is Walmart. Now, Walmart came out, they beat expectations for their earnings. And what did they turn around and do? They announced a new $20 billion stock buyback. So, not announcing raises across the board for all employees, a $20 billion stock buyback. So the investors are the ones laughing and celebrating mostly in this one. Now, when you think about it, when you look at a company like Walmart, you think, okay, it's a huge company, $20 billion, no big deal. It's not going to equal a lot. Well, I just looked up some information. They've got about 2.3 million employees. Just did some quick math on it. Divided, 20 billion divided by the number of employees equals over $8,000 each. $8,000 annual raise, that if they distributed the money throughout all the employees equally, and these are just round numbers, it could be a little bit off, but it's definitely around $8,000 when I do the math on it here. Just taking this $20 billion stock buyback that they did. Of course, there's other earnings out there, but just this most recent stock buyback, just taking that number, it's pretty amazing that $8,000 per person when you divide it up through all the employees. How many people's lives would have improved? How much would their lives have improved with a bonus like $8,000 or with a just a pay increase of $8,000? It's pretty amazing, but that's what is corporate America, right? It's keep the profits at the top, keep the shareholders happy. The workers and most people, working at Walmart are probably wishing they had that extra $8,000 in their pocket. Now, one of the things about Walmart and a lot of these other national department stores, retailers, is that they heavily stocked up on goods when the health crisis was first, when it first came out. And a lot of them are really overstocked on supplies. And so they're able to give good deals because they have so much inventory. So it was actually good that they stocked up back in those days because otherwise costs would be a lot higher. And the reason they did that is because they didn't know if supply chains were going to completely break down. No one knew if the health crisis was going to end in a year, 2, 10 years. Nobody knew at that time. So it's good that they have a lot of inventory, so they're still able to give good deals, even though we're seeing rising costs and inflation. Go to Walmart, yes, prices are higher, especially for food, but for a lot of the goods, products, and just items, it's not that much higher than what it was even before the health crisis. I bought a microwave for what's a little under $70, a couple months ago. Got a refrigerator from Best Buy for under $600. These are new items, and those are still not bad prices, right? So it's not inflation everywhere you look, but it's definitely overall there's still a high cost of living that a lot of people have to be concerned about. And that leads to the next topic. Why is Walmart getting so much more business as well? A lot of people are stepping down from shopping at places like Bed Bath and Beyond, who are closing a lot of stores, by the way, and they're going from stores like that, higher end stores, Nordstrom's, Macy's, down to Walmart. And that's one of the big reasons why Walmart's seeing such a big surge. We also see the dollar stores having a big inflow of customers that didn't usually shop at those stores. We've talked about all the stories and news about that. But here's another recent one here. Walmart, CFO from Walmart. More 100,000 plus income households are shopping with us. Some more evidence that consumers are not doing so well, the middle class not doing so well, and now $100,000 income is more or less considered middle class when you look at the cost of living. And we've got evidence right here that more of these 100K income earners are going to Walmart. From this article here out of Yahoo, an increasing number of 100K households are shopping at Walmart, giving a clear indication to the sign of the times. In the face of a pretty challenging macro environment, consumers are looking for value. That's a quote from Walmart CEO John David Rainey. The retail giant highlighted a gain in grocery market share from households during the third quarter. About 75% of that gain is coming from income demographic or the household that is making $100,000 or more per year. All right, so less Macy's, less luxury stores, more Walmart. The people that are priced out of Walmart now are going to thrift stores. We talked a couple months ago about how thrift stores, we're seeing a surge in demand. And, it's just going to continue. I don't think this inflation is really going to dial back enough to help people. We see that Social Security recipients got a 8+% bump to their monthly payout. Is that going to be enough to keep up? Well, according to what the markets are forecasting, everything's fine because inflation's slowing down. If inflation was slowing down that much, why are people choosing to shop at Walmart? Also, out of this article, Walmart is pointing out that more shoppers are going towards private brand penetration. So instead of a name brands, they're going to the generic brand or the store brand. Like in Costco, for example, you have Kirkland. They put out lots of different products through the Kirkland name. Costco. So basically, the house brands are getting more volume in the house brand items because people are living on stricter budgets now. All right, move on a little bit here. Jeff Bezos is out there advising, quote, take some risk off of the table, unquote. He basically says the economy does not look great. We just saw 10,000 layoffs announced by Amazon. Now, we want to play you an audio clip real quick here. This is out of one of the business networks here. And Steve Forbes, take a listen.
Joining me now is Forbes Media Chair. Pain is very real, and the fact that price fast as they were still means prices are going up. Hello. And in terms of the market reaction, the market cut rate seems to be coming down somewhat, but the Federal Reserve rates at the pace they were, less severe Federal Reserve. But I think the Fed has done enormous damage already done to the economy, and they're going to be reflected early next year. And so by lap, he's going to have to be doing a lot of explaining early next year.
Okay, so there you go, Steve Forbes, early next year. I don't agree with everything that he says, but I think he's right in that this victory lap that's being taken, that the inflation is coming down, prices are still going up, just not as fast. Now, in some items, some areas, you may see prices coming down. We did see gas prices come down a bit here. We haven't fully burned through all of our reserves yet. What's going to happen when we are completely out of these reserves, right? We're not pumping enough oil to keep up with demand, so we're burning through the reserves. It's only a matter of time. It's not like a fiat currency. We can't just print oil. Oil is a commodity. It's a real life tangible item. And people that just think sending checks out and printing more money is going to be the solution to this, you're in for a rude awakening. So what do you guys think about all this? 100K income earners shopping at Walmart. Walmart $20 billion stock buyback announcement instead of giving bigger pay raises across the board. What are these workers going to do? Are they going to go protest or go on strike or something like that? $20 billion. Amazing. All right, everybody, we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks, everybody, for being here, for supporting this channel. Hope to see you here next time. Please come back for more news, financial updates, economic forecasts, and more. Bye for now, everybody.